everybody. We have a pretty serious topic we want to talk to you about, and it's how Lyme's disease changed our life. And this started about 4 or 5 years ago. Craig started living in chronic pain, and thankfully we knew that the ketogenic lifestyle would get rid of a lot of the inflammation and the pain he was dealing with. But a year ago it got so severe, I said, dude, you're in your 40s, something's not right. He had an old football injury that we kind of blamed a lot of his pain on, but he was deteriorating terribly. My kids would be so sad that Daddy couldn't play with them some days. And we want to tell you how we found the answer. And it all began with, I was telling my publisher about how I go on all these adventures with my kids, and a lot of times Craig's not with us. And he asked why, and I said, he lives in chronic pain. And my publisher, Erish, told me that, he said, you talk about ticks a lot. And I said, yeah, we're always in the woods. I bow hunt, Craig bow hunts. There's days that we'll have 6 ticks on us. And he said, you need to take this seriously. I think that he has Lyme. And I said, well, he had the traditional Lyme test and it came back negative about a year ago. And he said, you need to get an IGeneX test. He said, it's not cheap, but you need to get this done. And so we went and got the kit, the IGeneX kit, which we'll talk about in the notes below. It costs about $2,000 to get tested. We both got tested. I came back negative and he came back positive.
Yeah, it's been a tough journey. You know, the problem with me, I think ketogenic diet was actually a blessing and a curse. It kept the inflammation down enough for me to deal with the chronic pain for over 5 years, where a lot of people maybe wouldn't have been able to handle it that long. So, you know, and it's a blessing and a curse in that way, in that I let it go so long. And the problem with Lyme disease is the longer you let it go, the harder it gets to treat. And you get a bunch of co-infections, mold issues, parasites, all of these things that happen because your immune system is so broken down, and the inflammation that it causes, it just causes this kind of cascade of all these issues that you then have to, in order to heal, you're talking 9 to 12 months or longer of peeling back all those issues, attacking certain things to get rid of them. But you know, this pain, it started in my low back, and again, that's why we kind of contributed to my former back injury from football, where I tore a disc in my back. And that always caused me issues over the years. I thought it was something like that, but I knew it was always a little different because it was like this constant pain. It never went away. Not the shooting pain I would occasionally get, but I just let it go. It spread up my back, into my shoulders, into my neck, base of the skull with a lot of pain.
I don't know if you can see, but he stands a little different.
I hunch forward, my head is forward.
You were down to like 133 pounds?
Yep, and I lost a lot of lean mass, a lot of muscle, even though I eat tons of protein. And I also, I was tested and I have low B12, low iron, and I'm a bit anemic, even though all I eat is red meat.
And I use a cast iron skillet all the time.
So we knew there's something going on, and then that's where we finally got the Lyme test. And so now I'm on a journey of treatment and recovery, which is good, number one, but it's also, Lyme is really a nasty thing because
it ruined our life.
In order to get better, you actually have to get a lot worse.
Yep.
It's one of the only things where if you're doing a treatment, whether it's antiparasitics or whatever, and you get a lot worse when you take this drug,
it means it's working.
It means it's working, and it's actually a good thing. So you have to get a lot worse before you get better. It's called Herx reactions.
We have questions every single day. How are you getting better? And that's why we're doing this video. Some of the things, I mean, if you look at our medicine cabinet, it is filled with different herbs and medications, and we want to tell you how to do it. So what are you following?
So there's a lot of different, number one, you got to find a Lyme's literate doctor to work with. I started immediately on a Cowden protocol, which is a herbal tincture protocol that you take it for a year. It helps with heavy metals and Lyme and a lot of different things. I started on that right away.
So the Cowden protocol.
Cowden, C-O-W-D-E-N. And then the next thing, and you can buy that online, you don't need a prescription. Then I went and saw a Lyme's literate doc to get on some aggressive protocols to get rid of the parasites and the Lyme. The reason we attack the parasites first, or in addition to the antibiotics, is because Lyme can hide in the parasites. And so you got to get rid of the parasites and cysts and break the cysts and everything before or while you're attacking the Lyme disease. I decided to do it not at the same time because you can really get bad Herx reactions, get bedridden, all this. So I started 3 or 4 different, an ivermectin. Again, you need to work with a Lyme's literate doctor for these. But I used Alinea, Albenza, ivermectin to really attack all the parasites. I really herxed a lot on the Alinea. So that meant it was working.
This is not a cheap process.
And it's all very expensive drugs.
We became Costco members, and the 2 weeks of
Albenza was $11,000.
$11,000.
But that's another point is before you start your Lyme's treatment, make sure you have a good deductible and prescription coverage, and then start January 1st so that you can have it covered. But anyway, so we attack the parasites. And next I'm going to go to an antibiotic. And you need 3 antibiotics all together, typically for 6 to 9 months. And it's a pretty aggressive protocol as well. If you look up, we'll put some notes in the bottom. The anti-parasitic protocol was the Klinghardt protocol. And then the antibiotic one that I'm going to start shortly, I'll put in the notes as well. That is a protocol out of one of the top doctors in the country as well. And so that's kind of while I'm phasing this out and attacking this. And you know, if you do it in this way, you can be 60% better in 6 months, maybe 90% better in 9 to 12 months. So you can actually get mostly back to being your real self. And that's another thing with Lyme is you actually have to start learning to use your body again. You get so used to this kind of not really in control of your body and constant pain, and once you come out of that, you have to actually learn how to be yourself again, and that's kind of a whole psychological aspect to this too that is part of the healing.
There's a great Amazon Prime documentary called Under Your Skin.
We're part 1 and 2 now. Yep,
they did a second part about all the emotional issues that you deal with, and I feel terrible for when someone said I have Lyme disease, thinking like, I have ticks around my house all the time, it's not a big deal. I feel so awful for thinking that, because it really did. It changed our life for the last 4 years. I mean, it may look like our life is fantastic and beautiful behind the scenes, but it really did change our life and how we live, and a lot of neurological issues go along with Lyme, depression, all of these things that affected our whole family. And we want you to know that you can get better, and you will get better. It takes time and money, but it's worth living your life to the fullest.
And it really is an epidemic. They estimate that 200,000 breast cancer cases a year exist. There's over 300,000 new Lyme's cases every year. So it's really becoming an epidemic, so it's something you really need to take seriously.
But they're testing MS patients, Parkinson's patients. They're all coming back with having that positive IGeneX Lyme test.
So it's an underlying Lyme that can cause all these other autoimmune issues as well, or be a contributing factor.
So it's worth getting a Lyme test, even if that traditional,
Western
blot that came back negative. It comes back negative for animals.
Like 70% of the time, you get false negatives.
Yeah, so it's worth getting a Lyme test. But we wish you blessings, and we hope that you and your loved ones never suffer from this disease. But if you do, please, get the information below. Contact us. We'd love to help you.